Sorry about that, folks. Had a bit of a problem with the connection on this tablet, but we're back to recording the rest of this movie. Hopefully, it doesn't randomly stop when I'm still doing this. Buzz explained that the old man named, well, Marley, were a bit of his family, and Comps never caught him since he turned them all their bones, like mummies, into saltine salt.
The salt turns the bodies into mummies.
And they're truly afraid of him, but that'll be later part of the movie. They enjoy pizza, but unfortunately, Kevin causes a scene that Buzz was picking on him. And then Kevin wishes they would all disappear. Bit of power outage, and none of them did not get up early. Okay. Also, fun fact, that kid right there with the hat, was gonna play the role of Kevin. Anyways, they get ready to take their flight. And the lady that counts all their heads and mistaking that boy, it's part of the family, and catches their plane to Paris. But they left Kevin behind, leaving him home alone, just like the title of the film. And I like it, this is the only scene, well, a few times that Kevin breaks the fourth wall looking at the camera. And he has a wonderful time of his life. Watching Derek D films, and it froze. The movie I'm reviewing froze again. I should clean it before I start talking about the film. By the way, a fun fact, this is the only copy I got for the past years. So I doubt I'll get any newer copies ever. So, those of you already watched the movie before already, I already know how it goes. He's left home alone under a bunch of thugs of the Wet Bandits, Harry and Marv. Are fun to take their price precisions, and it's up to Kevin to, well, stop them from robbing his home. So, yeah. Now, that's the main plot of the movie. So you have to just keep looking at my face for a while once I type it down on here. And this thing ain't working so good. This is the reason why I had to put the DVD of it on. Because on here, or when I'm doing the internet thing, it just takes forever. But those of you already watched the movie before, it's pretty good. So like I said, had to make this one very short. The film is pretty great. It's one of my favorite ones to enjoy watching over and over again. And that one kid set up traps to stop the Wet Bandits from stealing things from the neighborhoods. while at the airplane in Paris, rest of his family realizes that he's gone. And here we go. Sorry that took so long. This is the closest film we're gonna get. Tell it to the old man that lives to the next door. I even love the part where he does a prank on the pizza guy. That classic movie, The Angels with Souls, which is the most violent movie, and uses the fireworks to scare Margolite to make it look like there were two guys that beat them to it. I love it when they keep on saying snakes. Also, there was a cameo of Elvis Presley and John Candy that helped Miss Callister to get back home to meet his son. They did call the cops before, and Kevin Hyde. And it's up to our main little hero to outwit the web bandits. Well, first he ends up in a church, and he was afraid of the old man, which turns out to be a nice person. Also, I find the scene very emotional and heartwarming. And it turned out that Rory's not a terrible person. Also, I cut the scene where he was scared of him at the shopping place he was at. And I cut out the part where Kevin does the screaming face. Ah! Also, when he messed up in Buzz's room.
Just give it a shot for your granddaughter anyway. I'm sure she misses you and the presents.
I sent her a check.
Wish my grandparents said that. They wish me clothes. Last year I got a sweater with a big bird knitted on it.
Well, that's nice.
I gotta admit, this scene is very emotionally sweet, heartwarming. Enough of that. Now we get to the awesome scene of him using all the traps. And I love the music they play. It's stupendously great. There's Buzz's Triantula, which is also foreshadowing in the film.
What?
And yep, he uses a gun with BB bullets to his levels.
What happened?
I just like how Joe Pesci's not trying to swear and just make mumbling sounds. It's hilarious.
Hello.
Boom! Right to the head. Anyways, they obviously fell at trying to get inside the house. And they fall to his traps. The icy floor. Drop an iron and him grabbing the door of hotness.
Yes, 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 yes.
Tar. And this scene here.
Dead kid.
Dang. In reality, his face would melt. Also, this scene that made me laugh when he says this line.
I'm gonna kill that kid!
Also another swearing.
Why the hell did you take your shoes off? Why the hell you dressed like a chick?
That so gets me every time.
Up here, you morons! Come and get me! You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?
Classic bucket in the face. Gets them every time. Anyways, Kevin calls the cops on them.
Harry, help me get up! I got him!
And uses the spider on Mark's face. That is the most manliest scream I ever heard.
Suicide.
Anyways, Kevin enters the next house that the wet bandits left the water running, but somehow actually works. But this time they outwit Kevin.
Hiya, pal. We outsmarted you this time. Get over here. Hurry. Do exactly what
But luckily, the old man,
you hold.
Laurie, showed up and knocked the two goons out. And then the cops show up and put Harry and Marv under arrest. And to hurry this review up and make it less than probably 18 minutes, because half of my video at the beginning kind of cut off. And we get another heartwarming moment of seeing Kevin and his mom reunited. Except for the others that didn't come.
Where's everybody else?
Maybe they couldn't come. They wanted to so much.
I didn't fall asleep.
Yep, just like that, a family reunited. And he did everything he did in the house, and they are proud of him. The film also ends in a very heartwarming moment of all time, seeing him reunite with his daughter. While the music plays very sweetly.
Kevin! What did you do to my room?
Oh yeah, that. And that was Home Alone. And like every people that review this sucker for like already 10 years, it's still pretty good. When I was younger, I found the second movie way better than the first one. Because he's in New York City, and my younger self think the movie could have been a little bit longer with him exploring more places and other locations besides it's the hotel that's still there to this very day in New York City, which I'll probably review another time, but for now I really enjoy this movie like everybody else does. It's still funny. It had the good old classic traps he did. Macaulay Culkin's already gotten older. I already know Doug Walker already reviewed the second movie, not the first one, but the second film. And believe me, his review is like 40 minutes longer. Someday I'll probably react to his videos, but for now, I'm just explaining how these movie franchises have been around in such a long time. You just know that most of these films and The Lights Out. These films have been around for a long time. The fourth one wasn't as good as the third film, but I find Holiday Heist to be an okay film. If you really love Home Alone, the first film, it'll be totally worth your time and money to buy on Blu-ray and DVD. It's still got the perfect good storyline, great characters, great motivations of learning to be with your family. When you're all alone, you can take good care of yourself, make sure you're clean yourself, brush your teeth, and everything will be A-okay. as long as you set out traps for outcast criminals, it's gonna be okie dokie, or another helping hand of a old person that'll be quite persistent. So I give Home Alone a solid A out of 10, baby. You know, the opposite of what I said. But I'd rather give it like 9 out of 10. And John Williams' film is still the best soundtrack to hear to this very day, and John Hughes' greatest film of all history time. If you got it on VHS tape, that's good for you in your childhood times. This has been Elijah J. Martinez signing out. Farewell.